Okay, hi students. In this lecture, we discussing the topic is convolution theorem. So in Z transform. So to finding inverse Z transform of the given function by using convolution theorem. So to finding we will discussing in this lecture. Okay. Okay. First of all, statement of theorem. So if Z inverse of f of z is equal to un and z inverse of g of z is equal to vn. There are two functions here, f of z and g of z. Its inverse z transform is equal to un and vn. Then z inverse of f of z into g of z is equal to summation k is equal to 0 to n into uk into vn minus k. So ఇది ఫార్ములా అండి. అంటే what is the using of convolution theorem to finding inverse z transform of product of the two functions. So that is equal formula here, summation expand here uk means first function యొక్క z inverse and vn minus k means vn అంటే second function యొక్క inverse z transform. Second function place లో n minus k replace అండి. So this is also called convolution definition of the two sequences un and vn, two sequences అండి. So un star vn means convolution of two sequences. Okay na, this is the statement of convolution theorem. Okay, so in this method we have to find inverse z transform of the product of the two functions. So this is the using of convolution theorem. Yeah. See the first example here. Find inverse z transform of the function z square by z minus a into z minus b. Okay na? So that is equal to z square by z minus a into z minus b is equal to, we can write product of the two functions, separating two functions, z by z minus a into z by z minus b. So that is equal, assumption this is the first function f of z. Okay, this is the second function g of z. Okay, so now applying z inverse on both sides. So z inverse of f of z is equal to z inverse of z by z minus a. So which is equal formula z by z minus a form a power n. This is first sequence un. Similarly second one, z inverse of g of z is equal to z inverse of z by z minus b is equal to formula using b power n. Okay na, this is second sequence vn. Okay, so by convolution theorem formula z inverse of f of z into g of z is equal to summation k is equal to 0 to n uk into vn minus k. Okay na, substituting here z inverse of z by z minus a into z by z minus b is equal to summation k is equal to 0 to n uk means first sequence un and a power k, vn minus k means vn sequence n plus low n minus k replacing. Okay, so that is equal to here. So expand here k is equal to 0, substituting first b power n and a power 0 1 kada, then b power n plus k is equal 1 a into b power n minus 1 plus k is equal to a square into b power n minus 2 plus up to so on k is equal to n and a power n b power 0 1. So b power n common, first of all b power n common 1 plus a by b whole square plus up to so on a by b whole power n. So what is the form here? Sum of the n plus terms in gp. Avuna, so gp lo undi chudandi all terms, sum of the n plus 1 terms in gp. The first term is 1, so common ratio a by b. Avuna, so that is equal to 1 plus r square plus up to so on r power n. So what is the formula here? R power n plus 1 minus 1 by r minus 1 kada. R is equal means a by b kada, ante 1 plus r square at r is equal to a by b. So b power n, what is the formula here? A by b whole power n plus 1 minus 1 by a by b minus 1. So that is equal to here, simplification is b power n is a cancel, a power n plus 1 minus b power n plus 1 by a minus b. So this is a required inverse z transform of z square by z minus a into z minus b by using convolution theorem. Okay now, so this is an important theorem. So next one, yeah use convolution theorem, find inverse z transform of z by z minus a whole cube. So hence deduce for z by z minus 1 whole cube. Okay na? So that is equal to yeah, so here function is z by z minus a whole cube kada, ante product of the three functions z by z minus a into z by z minus a into z by z minus a, but by using the convolution theorem only product of the two functions. Okay, first of all we have to finding z inverse of z by z minus a whole square. So then find out చేద్దాం, that is product of the two functions రాసుకోవచ్చు మనం. ఓకేనా? సో that is equal to z inverse of z by z minus a is equal to a power n. That is equal to first sequence. ఓకేనా? నెక్స్ట్ వన్ సేమ్, సెకండ్ సీక్వెన్స్ సేమే కదా, అంటే సెకండ్ ఫంక్షన్ కూడా సేమ్ z by z minus a. సో z by z minus a first function and z by z minus the second function, that is also same sequence second one. Vn is also a power n. So by using convolution theorem, so z inverse of f of z into g of z is equal to summation k is equal to 0 to n uk into vn minus k, that is equal to z inverse of z by z minus a into z by z minus a is equal to summation k is equal to 0 to n. సో ఫస్ట్ సీక్వెన్స్ సేమ్ ఏ పవర్ ఎన్ కదంటే ఏ పవర్ కే, సెకండ్ కూడా సేమే కదా ఫంక్షన్ అవునా, సెకండ్ సీక్వెన్స్ కూడా ఏ పవర్ ఎన్ఏ, దట్ ఈస్ ఈక్వల్ టు ఏ పవర్ ఎన్ మైనస్ కే, ఎన్ మైనస్ కే కాబట్టి. ఓకేనా? నౌ ఎక్స్పాండ్ ఇయర్ ఏ పవర్ కే ఇస్ ద క్యాన్సల్, సో ఏ పవర్ కే ఇస్ ద క్యాన్సల్ అండ్ ఏ పవర్ ఎన్ ఇస్ ద కామన్ టర్మ్, సో అవుట్ సైడ్ సమ్మేషన్. సో ఏ పవర్ ఎన్ ఇంటూ కే ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ 0 to n. ఓకేనా? ఇంటూ 1 అంటే దట్ మీన్స్ 1 ఈజ్ ద యాడింగ్ హౌ మెనీ టైమ్స్ n plus 1 times adding 1, అంటే k is equal 0 starting to n, అంటే n plus 1 terms adding 1, 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus up to so on n plus 1. So that is equal to a power n. So that is equal to formula n plus 1. Okay na? So this is the z inverse of z by z minus a whole square. Okay na? So a power n into n plus 1. Assumption this is the second sequence for finding z by z minus a whole cube. Already finding z by z minus a one term. Okay now if assumption second time applying convolution theorem, first one is over, and for the finding the this one applying the second time convolution theorem, the z by z minus a is into z by z minus a whole square. Idemo un assumption, this is a f of g of z assumption, and vn this is. Okay now, so that is equal to again using convolution theorem z inverse of z by z minus a whole square into z by z minus a. So this is assumption, this is the first function f of z అనుకున్నాను ఇక్కడ. ఓకేనా? ఇది f of z అంటే ఫస్ట్ vn అవునా. సో z by z minus a is the second function అవునా. సమ్మేషన్ k is equal to 0 to n, అంటే ఇది ఫస్ట్ ఫంక్షన్ కదా, ఫస్ట్ ఫంక్షన్ అంటే ఏమొస్తుంది మనకి ak. సో దట్ ఈస్ ఈక్వల్ a power k into k plus 1 అవునా, ఇది ఫస్ట్ సీక్వెన్స్ అజంప్షన్ కదా. సో దట్ ఈస్ ఈక్వల్ uk మీన్స్ అంటే ఇక్కడ రివర్స్ తీసుకున్నాం అంతే. సో బోత్ ఆర్ సేమ్ ప్రొసీజర్. సో దిస్ ఈస్ ద ఫస్ట్ vn, ద సెకండ్ un. ఓకేనా? సో యూ కెన్ రైట్ ఎనీ బోత్ రివర్స్, దట్ ఈస్ ఆల్సో సేమ్ అవునా. un ప్లేస్లో vn రాసిన, vn ప్లేస్లో un రాసిన, బోత్ ఆర్ గెటింగ్ ద సేమ్ ఆన్సర్. ఓకేనా? సో దిస్ ఈస్ ద ఫస్ట్ సీక్వెన్స్ uk అంటే a power k vk, a power k into k plus 1 ఇంటూ సెకండ్ ఫంక్షన్ ఏంటి మనకి z by z minus సీక్వెన్స్ a power n కదా, అంటే ఏమొస్తుంది n ప్లస్లో n minus k. సో దట్ ఈస్ ఈక్వల్ టు a power n minus k. సో ఇయర్ a power k is the cancel, so remaining a power n, a power is the common term. So a power n into summation k is equal 0 to n k plus 1. So assumption here substituting k is equal 0, so k is equal 1, k is equal to up to so on n, that is equal to sum of the n plus 1 terms. అంతే కదా, 0 స్టార్ట్ అవుతుంది ఇక్కడ మనకి 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus up to so on n plus 1. So sum of the n plus 1 means sum of the n terms means n into n plus 1 by 2 కదా. ఇక్కడ sum of the n plus 1 terms means n plus 1 into n plus 2 by 2. So this is the required value. Z inverse of z by z minus a whole cube is equal to a power n into n plus 1 into n plus 2 by 2. So from the one we are also finding here z by z minus 1 whole cube. So assumption here a is equal 1 replace చేయండి, substituting a is equal to 1. Hence z inverse of z by z minus 1 whole cube is equal to a is equal 1 means 1 power n into 1, n plus 1 into n plus 2 by 2. So this is the required value. Okay, is it understood? It's a very, very important question, the long question. Yeah, this is the convolution theorem. For more videos, please do subscribe my channel, like and share it. Thank you.